Hello! It is Wednesday and we are live, I hope. I'm hoping that the video quality is improved this week, but we have slightly more of a lag than before, but I'm pleased with the video quality, so please let me know if the video quality is okay. We are here. I'll just dawdle a bit and wait around to see if anybody joins me. Hello, I hope the audio is okay. I haven't been able to improve the audio. Hi Hermia, how are you? Have you had a good week? Video quality is great, that's fantastic. I have new broadband, so it's solved a lot of my problems with the live streaming. So I hope that this is just the video quality that we're going to have now, just much better video. And audio good as well, that's great. The audio is still a bit quieter than I would like, but I can't get OBS to recognise my external microphone. So that's something for me to look at a later date, but I'm happy that the picture quality is improved, because that was a problem. That was a big problem. But I feel like the live streams will be much easier now because you can see me. And there's not that much of a lag. I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you. But it could be worse, because I've been playing about with the settings since I got the new broadband, and the first test I did I was a good 2 minutes ahead of the stream, so that wasn't ideal. So I've improved it a bit. But yeah, how are you? How are you today? Midweek. We are midweek. Have you watched any of the films or TV shows recommended in the last 2 live videos? Yes, I have. I watched Okja, the Netflix thing about the super pig. I watched that. My week is okay so far. My cold is getting better. How about you? I'm glad your cold is getting better, and I'm glad your week has been okay so far. My week's been pretty good. I had a very good day because I'm working on my cosplays for MCM in 9 days, which seems no time at all. And I have one final thing to get, and I successfully got it today, and that was a pair of boots. So I'm feeling very happy and productive, and I also made a necklace this afternoon. So yeah, it's been a good cosplay day. I need to look at my list of the things that were recommended to me so that I can remember what I have watched. Oh, it's in here somewhere. But yes, I have watched some of the films. I'm not sure if I've watched any of the TV shows yet. Oh! I watched A Red Dwarf last week. Which cosplays do you want to wear? So on Friday I'm planning, because it's 3 days, Friday to Sunday, and on Friday I was planning on wearing Tonks from Harry Potter. Sort of like my own version of the book character as opposed to the film version. So that's okay, that's not too complicated. The wig is here. The wig's here. And then on Saturday, I was trying to think of what cosplay to wear on Saturday, and I've ended up going with Lara Croft, but the casual outfit that she wears in Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is kind of like a hoodie and jeans and a leather jacket. So it's quite a simple one, and that was what I needed the boots for. and Sunday Jessica Jones, which I believe we talked about before, and I'm wearing Jessica Jones on Sunday because I imagine that by Sunday I will be very tired and ready to go home, and I figure that would be very in character for Jessica Jones. So that's why I'm wearing them in that order. So that's the cosplays I'm wearing, and I have a fair amount left to do, but they're quite simple cosplays. I wanted in my first convention experience to not be, you know, wearing something too elaborate that I would be worrying about. So I have decided to just wear kind of modern dress cosplays. The most complicated things are the wigs, which is a new skill. So, yeah, that's what's happening with the cosplays. Red Dwarf 12 was good. Yeah, I watched the first episode on Dave last week, and it all came flooding back. The whole of Red Dwarf, the whole story came flooding back. I haven't watched any of the Dave Red Dwarf before. I haven't watched it since it stopped being on the BBC. So, but it all came flooding back. Oh dear. Robot Wars is back on Sunday, which I'm excited about. And the Crystal Maze finished on last week, which was sad. But you're pretty much up to date with my TV viewing. I'm looking forward to the pictures. These are great characters, and I agree you should definitely wear something comfortable. Yes, I mean, if I go to future conventions, I might try and wear something more elaborate, like Rey or something, for instance. Because I feel a bit sad that I'm not wearing Rey when I have the costume, like, here. But it's quite complicated. I mean, it's not as complicated as many, but I don't know, I don't want to be worrying about it when I'm also worrying about, like, lots of people and knowing where to go and stuff. So simple is good. And I like the characters that I'm playing, and it's quite like a variety of mediums as well. I have a book, a video game, and a TV series. So yeah, I think I'm excited as long as I manage to sort out the wigs, because that is a skill that I do not have the ability to, you know, style wigs. 3 shows also on Dave you may enjoy are Dave Gorman Modern Life, is Goodies, Zapped, and Porters. Oh, goodish. Modern Life is goodish. Okay, I will look them up at some point. I will add them to the... Well, I can't add them to the list because I can't find the list. But I will... Dave Gorman. I know him from radio. Zapped. I actually read a really good review of Zapped. And Porters. I think I read a good review of Porters as well. So I will try and look into those when I get a moment. I get to these things very slowly. But I do kind of get to them eventually. You know how it is. I still haven't sorted out the squeaky chair problem, so sorry about that. I've rewatched some of Lead Balloon on Netflix, and it's brilliant. It is brilliant. I didn't know it was on Netflix, so that's good to know. I loved it. Lead Balloon was a good show, and I'd recommend it. Jack D show. Who will come to the convention? Any actors or writers we might know? I think so. I think there's some, like, there's some Marvel people coming, I believe. I haven't been paying much attention, to be honest, because I'm kind of going to, you know, I know that there's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy panel, but I haven't been paying much attention to the schedule yet. But I know there are quite a few good people coming. Actually, I'll have a look. I'm on a computer. I will have a look. Jack D is also in BBC Three's Josh. Yeah, I've heard about that one. I haven't watched it yet. Oh, Andrew Scott's coming. It's been a while since I've been on the site, so Quite useful for me to get up-to-date Julian Glover. Guy Henry's just been announced. Oh, I remember Guy Henry being announced. That was, I think this morning or something. But yeah, it looks like there's going to be quite a few people. I think there's some people from Merlin are going to be there. You know, some of the Knights of the Round Table. But we will see. And I don't really know what I'm going to do when I'm there. I want to go to like some cosplay stuff and maybe some panels and just hang around and look at you know, and look at things, look around, see friends. But it will be fun, and I will be filming as always. Hayley Atwell's going to be there. She's great. At some point I should really look at the schedule. I did when I booked, but I booked quite a while ago, so obviously it's all changed since then. But it should be fun. It should be fun. 9 days. Oh dear. So much to do. So much to do. But no, I haven't seen Josh. I've got very behind in BBC comedies. I have a good 4 or 5 recorded that I haven't watched yet. Josh is, in my opinion, the funniest show on TV at the moment. Series 1 and 2 are on iPlayer. And an episode of Series 3 is uploaded each week and broadcast on Friday nights at 11ish. That's good to know. I quite like Josh Widdicombe. So, yeah, I will, I'll check that out if I get the chance. Yeah, thank you. It's going on the list. I think I've seen reviews and stuff. I've been rewatching some of the IT Crowd because that's what I rewatch old things sometimes instead of watching new things, which is silly, but I always end up doing it. I'll have a couple of new things and then an old thing. But Mr. Robot, I'm looking forward to that being back. I think it is, the first episode is already up, but I was going to wait for a few and then binge watch them. And I hope that The Punisher will be coming soon to Netflix. Those are the things that I am looking forward to at the minute. And also Peaky Blinders. I'm trying to think if there's any comedy that I'm looking forward to or really loving. I mean, my favourite comedy at the moment is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love it so much. The Work Outing is my favourite IT Crowd episode. It's a good old farce. I remember that I think that's one of the latest episodes that I watched. Very good. My the courtroom scene with Moss in the courtroom is one of my favourite clips to just watch when I want to watch something funny. It's Morecambe and Wise or Richard Ayoade in that courtroom scene. I can't remember the episode, but you know, it's on YouTube and it's great. Hayley Atwell is fantastic. I enjoy watching things / people the most too. I also like the workshops if they offer some. Oh, I'll have to look out. I don't know if they offer some, but I will check it out. Thank you. But yeah, I think it's cool to watch the people, especially, you know, when there's going to be cosplayers about and stuff and elaborate costumes. I think it will be good. I'm looking forward to it. And I think it will be a nice first convention to go to because it's, you know, relatively close. And, you know, I'm going with friends and it should be good. Does anybody else go to conventions? I've been to Summer in the City a couple of times. which is like the YouTube one, but that is it. Is that the Kissing Masseuse episode or from Venom vs. Venom? Yeah, it's the Venom one. It's the Venom vs. Venom. Or Venom. I'm still mad I have to wait until December for Mr. Robot. Just finished Series 3 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was great. Yeah, that is a shame about Mr. Robot coming in December. That is... It's kind... Yeah, it's annoying. And, I'm feeling similarly about Dirk Gently, because I want to watch Dirk Gently now that it's back, and I can't watch it because it's not coming on Netflix until, I think, December. But that is annoying about Mr. Robot, because it's a show with cliffhangers and stuff, and twists. But, yeah, I'm gonna wait anyway for a bit. And, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm not sure if I've seen Season 3 yet. I got behind. I think I loved Season 2, and then I still have Season 3 waiting to be watched. But I'm looking forward to it. And I'm glad it was good. I love it. It's one of my favourite shows, and it's definitely my favourite comedy at the moment. Just all the characters and the storylines, and it's my sense of humour. It's just wonderful show. Wonderful show. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm having to manually move the chat for some reason at the minute. The tickets have almost sold out. Very limited on Saturday. I have also been rewatching Inside Number 9 and The League of Gentlemen on Netflix ahead of the new Inside Number 9 series that airs in the new year and the new League of Gentlemen Christmas specials. Cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one who rewatches things. Inside Number 9, I love that show. Love it so much, and I'm looking forward to the new series. I can't remember when I last watched The League of Gentlemen, but I heard that there were going to be new episodes. But yeah, Inside Number 9 is another comedy that I love and recommend. I love the silent episode in season 1. The mainly silent episode. Very imaginative show, quite like Black Mirror, I think. But I never got on so well with The League of Gentlemen. Less my sort of type of humour, I guess. But I did used to watch it when I was younger, when it was on TV. And I haven't decided yet if I will watch the new episodes. I used to go to conventions. There is a big roleplay convention here in Cologne, and Gamescom, and many more. But especially the big ones are not as much fun anymore. Yeah, a lot of conventions are getting bigger. I find with Summer in the City, I enjoy it less than I did. You know, it's just a bit massive. And I expect that, I mean, I know that MCM will be massive. So that's like the main thing that I'm nervous about, just how big it will be. But it'll be fine. But roleplay conventions sound cool. Diddle Diddle Dumpling, the shoe one, is my favourite episode of Inside Number 9. The shoe. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know the shoe. The shoe one. Too many people and everything is expensive. Yes. This is the flaw with conventions. I've been watching Derren Brown stuff, mainly Trick or Treat on All 4. He's amazing and I would love to see him live. I don't think I've watched any of Derren Brown stuff. I think it would make me very anxious. I think my friend likes him though, so I know his stuff's really good. And I know that he's supposed to be brilliant live. So I hope you get to see him in the future. Do 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 do. Sorry. Too many screens. Yeah, let me know if I have any like dropped frames or anything. It looks okay from my end, but it's sometimes difficult to tell. I don't think the lag's too bad. I don't think the lag's too bad though, which is good, because I was trying to rectify that earlier. I think just like lots of people in general is, you know, it's too much for me. And I wonder how much I'm going to buy. Or I'm a bit, yeah, I'll bring my own food. He's very clever and I highly recommend you watch his Apocalypse show on Dailymotion. And he tricks someone psychologically into believing the apocalypse has happened. Oh, I think I've heard of that. Cool, I will, I'll look into it. I can't promise that I'll watch that one, but I will look into it at the very least. Did anyone else see the black but not orange sky the other day? Yes. It was here, like mid-afternoon, for a couple of hours. It was really weird. Did you see that Night Watch by Terry Pratchett is now out in a beautiful hardcover edition? Another one for the Night Watch collection. I did not know, but you are right that it is definitely one from my Night Watch collection. I need to get that. I am going Night Watch. A new edition of Night Watch. I love Night Watch. It's the best. Just my favourite Terry Pratchett book. Oh, it looks pretty. I like the colours. Thank you for the information. I'm very happy with this information. It's so good, such a great book. I really want to, I think we've talked about this before, that I really want to reread the whole Discworld series. Really great. Oops. Now I'm getting distracted by the picture. I shouldn't have opened up the extra tab. You said The League of Gentlemen wasn't quite your humour. I'm the same with Nighty Night by Julia Davis. A bit too sick and dark. Rewatched it lots, but never really got it. I haven't watched that, so I don't think that's my sense of humour either. So yeah, it's I don't know, just some shows you don't get so much. I felt similarly about Little Britain. Just, I don't know. There's some things that I watch and I'm like, I can see that you're good and I can see why people would like it, but I just do not. I'm still working my way through the Witches part of the Discworld series. Love it still. Oh, I love, the Witches books are good. Are you going right to the Tiffany Aching ones? Because, I mean, that's quite a good part of the Discworld series to read, because it encompasses so much of the series. I can't remember how I read the Discworld series. I started reading the books as I got them, and then I went back and read them consecutively. I can't remember if I actually read them in their series. Oh, no, I think I've read the Night Watch books in their series. But, I think the rest I just read consecutively after starting with just random Discworld books. But the Witches books, the Witches ones are great. Which one are you on now? It's been a while since I've read them. I'm currently reading Little Me by Matt Lucas. It's a great read. Even if you don't like Little Britain, his story is very interesting. Oh, I saw that in a shop today. I was looking at Robert Webb's new book, which I want to get. And it was there as well. But that's good that it's good. I mean, as you may know, I'm trying to get back into reading at the moment, and it's a whole thing. Hello, Salmon, good to see you. How have you been? Yeah, I'm finding it really difficult to get back into reading. I think I'm gonna try and read something fictional next, maybe a classic, because I used to read a modern book and then a classic book, modern book, classic, and I've just read a whole bunch of, you know, modern recent books recently. So I need to decide on the next book that I'm going to read and review, and I need to try and get back into the swing of things, because I was really happy to be reading more in the last few weeks. So yeah, feel free to add any book recommendations to the all of the other recommendations. I'm good. How are you? I am very good. It's been a good day, productive cosplay wise, and yeah, should be good. Should be good. I wonder whether they'll adapt any more Terry Pratchett novels. Good Omens, which I can't wait to see, is out in 2019, and Nation would make a great feature film. I know that there's going to be a Night Watch series at some point. So I guess that is good information for you. I believe it's been in the works for a while. So I guess, yes, there will be, I hope, unless it falls apart. But I believe that is happening, and I too am really looking forward to Good Omens. I think it's going to be fantastic. And Nation would make a great feature film, it's true. Of Mice and Men is a good classic read. I have read that. It is good. I'm currently at Witches Abroad. Ooh, that's good. And I did it like you. I read them how I could get my hands on them, and now I'm rereading them by series. Yeah, I think that's sometimes the best. I mean, I think like generally Discworld is a series that when you start it, you don't want to start at the beginning, because Colour of Magic and Light Fantastic aren't the easiest books to get into the series with. So I started with The Truth, which was quite a late one, but it was also a standalone one, which I think is quite good to start with. And then I can't remember what was next. I think it was Going Postal and the other Moist von Lipwig one, which was out at that time. And then I more random ones, and then I went back to the beginning. They're very good. So good. I think my favourite early one is Moving Pictures, and of the kids' ones, I love The Amazing Morrison as Educated Rodents. Brilliant. Did you watch Blade Runner 2049? No, I haven't seen it. I have been to the cinema once in like the last few months, and I saw Kingsman 2, which was excellent. But I haven't seen Blade Runner 2049. I'll probably wait till it's, you know, out on DVD or something. And I haven't yet seen the Blade Runner film because it hasn't been on TV since we last spoke. But when it is on, I will watch it. The Reluctant Diary of Henry K. Larson is a good read. Ooh, I have not heard of that. I'm definitely writing that one down. It's fiction and is very moving, and it deals with a school shooter's brother. It's funny and very clever. Cool. I will look into that one later. But now I just write everything down because the chat will disappear after the end of the live stream. I wish it didn't disappear after the end of the live stream, but it does. Is anybody Has anybody seen anything good in the cinema? Did you like Blade Runner 2049? I have heard very different things about it from different people. Some people seem to have enjoyed it a lot, and some people seem to have not. But yeah, the only thing I've seen in the cinema recently is Kingsman 2, which I was impressed with. I thought it was as good as Kingsman, the first one. Did you watch Back or Game Face on Channel 4? No. I was going to watch Back and then didn't. It's pretty much the end of that story. I just haven't watched it. And Game Face, I have heard that it's good and I want to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. It's always the way I end up watching things. I miss them completely when they're originally on, watch them randomly later when they've been recommended to me. And then I'm like far behind everybody else. It's just... Kingsman 2 is great, it nearly puts you off burgers for life. Yes. Yes. I was impressed with it. I thought it was a really great, entertaining film. Really entertaining film. And like the same sense of humour as the first one. It's just a fun film. I like the story and the new characters. So that's definitely a film I would recommend. But yeah, I so rarely go to the cinema. I mean, to be fair, probably the next film I'll see in the cinema is the new Star Wars film, which I am really looking forward to. Oh, and I want to see Pacific Rim when that comes out, the new Pacific Rim film, because the trailer looked great. But yeah, sorry about my lack of Blade Runner watching. I've been looking out for it specifically. Oh dear. I liked how the storyline went in directions I wasn't expecting as well. So I'm back on Kingsman. The first film did that too. One program you may find interesting is Ghostwatch. I won't tell you what it's about, but it's the most cleverly written drama to come out of the 1990s. Ooh, okay. I don't go often to the cinema too. The one thing I do quite often is go to concerts. Ooh, what concerts do you go to? I don't go to concerts either. I mean, I don't go to concerts the same as I don't go to the cinema, really. But I was, yeah, sorry. Trying to write and talk at the same time is going very well. But that's cool. I can't remember the last time I went to a concert. Have you seen anything good recently? I absolutely loved Blade Runner 2049. I had huge expectations and it didn't disappoint me one bit. That's great. That's good, I'm glad you liked it. I'm sure I'll see it. I'm sure I'll see it. Ooh, if you enjoy Inside Number 9, you might like Paris Je t'aime. It's an anthology film set in Paris. Ooh. Okay, I haven't heard of that, so that's a good thing to add to the makeshift list I am making until I find the old list. If anybody wants any of the things that we have talked about in the live chat at a later point, do let me know, because I haven't, because, you know, once the live chat has disappeared. I think fireworks have just started outside, so Just ignore that if you can hear it. Cinema's so expensive. So expensive now. Mostly metal and rock music. Ooh, that's cool. Yes, I saw Edguy, a great power metal band. They are very popular internationally, I think. Cool. I haven't heard of them, but I will look them up at some point. Oops, a daisy. I don't see... trying to think. I guess the theatre is the thing that I see the most, but even that, I haven't seen much theatre this year. I'm trying to think of like live things that I see. I used to see quite a bit of stand-up comedy, but less so now. Theatre's probably like the big one. If I'm going to be spending money, you know, to go somewhere, it would normally be theatre that I'd choose. But I haven't seen much this year, and the next thing I have booked is Hamilton, and that's in January. I mean, I was originally going to go in November, but the opening was pushed back and my tickets had to be moved, unfortunately. So I'm going in January now, but I'm very much looking forward to that. I want to listen to more music, I think. I mainly listen to just random playlists on, you know, Amazon Music, because they're free and it's a way of me discovering new things. But I don't listen as much as I used to. Expensive, yes. And they usually play the kinds of movies I want to see. That's cool. I mean, at least if you're going to be spending money, you're seeing something you want. There tends to be only one or two things. Oh, they don't. They don't usually play the kinds of movies I want to see. Okay, then that's a shame that they don't. It was sad news that Class was axed. Yeah, it was really sad. I was disappointed with that. I loved that show. I only saw 3 episodes, but what I saw was good, and it's a shame the characters couldn't be fully developed. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched the whole series. Has anybody else seen Class? Because I really enjoyed it, and I thought there were some really imaginative episodes and, you know, setups and plots, and I would have liked to have seen it some more, especially as it ended on, I think it ended on a cliffhanger. So yeah, I was sad about Class going, and I'm sad about Sense8 as well, but I'm glad that it's getting, you know, a special. Oh, that's a comedy I've been liking. I've been enjoying Upstart Crow, the Shakespeare one with David Mitchell. I like that. I think that's an example of a thing that some people won't enjoy, but that I do. And that's getting a 3rd series. But yeah, it is sad about Class. I'd really love there to be like a really great Doctor Who spin-off which would like run when Doctor Who isn't. You know, like Torchwood, for instance. The films later this year are... Oh, the films that you're seeing later this year are Victoria and Abdul, Goodbye Christopher Robin, The Mountain Between Us, The Death of Stalin, and Murder on the Orient Express. Cool. I've heard good things about Victoria and Abdul. That's on here. I've heard good things about Goodbye Christopher Robin as well, but I probably won't watch it unless it's like on TV at some point. I would like to see The Murder on the Orient Express. I don't know if I'll see it in the cinema, probably not, but I do really want to see that. Have you ever tried Big Finish? No. Would you recommend it? Oh, this is interesting. Sadly, I noticed that in the last years, concert etiquette has declined, especially in the metal scene. People were always laid back and friendly, but in the last 2 to 3 years, people are getting rude. That's a shame. Yeah, I've always been a bit, I don't know, I guess I find concerts generally to be, what's the word? Can't think of the word. Like, I guess it just, like, makes me anxious. It's going to annoy me that I can't think of the word. If I just randomly blurt out a word in, like, 10 minutes, you'll... But yeah, that's a shame when that happens. I think generally, like, cinema etiquette as well, and theatre etiquette is decreasing. Like, I was in the cinema the other day and a guy was just on his phone throughout, and he was in the front row. But that's a shame. Big Finish is good, the Torchwood stories are supposed to be good. Cool. There was a Radio 4 series a few years ago which I really enjoyed, so I'll check it out. Iris Wildthyme, starring Katie Manning, is another good show on Big Finish. Ooh, okay. Cool. I'm going to be doing a lot of searching after this live stream. Not least for the old list, which is in this book somewhere. I feel like I want to see more live things, more live shows. But money, you know. Have you ever seen old comedies such as The Phil Silvers Show, Sergeant Bilko? I visited the Bilko Museum last year in Coventry and the history behind the show is amazing. No, I haven't. I mean, I've seen old comedies. I haven't seen that particular one. I've heard of it, though. Yes, money. It's always money. If it wasn't for money, I'd just be at the cinema all the time. I'd see so many theatre things. I'd probably have seen more stand-up and concerts as well. But money. It's always the way. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check out the Big Finish things. I'm just on the website and it looks good. Looks good. Oh dear. What time is it? Oh. Probably going to go soon, about 10 minutes or something. So if anybody else has got anything they want to talk about, let me know. Trying to think if I have any recommendations. The Party looks a good film. It's in black and white. An episode in season 4 of Black Mirror is in black and white too. the genre has started again after the Mad Max Black and Chrome edition. That's really interesting, because that Much Ado About Nothing, the Joss Whedon one was in black and white as well, wasn't it? I don't think I've heard much about The Party. And I didn't know about the Black Mirror episode. I mean, although I don't know anything yet about Black Mirror season 4, I haven't been paying much attention. I know that Michaela Cole's in one of them. Do you know when Black Mirror is back? Going back to Blade Runner, it was on TV last week, and I cannot tell you which cut it was, but I found it a bit slow moving. The costumes were great, though. I wish it would be on TV here so I could watch it. November time, I think. Oh, okay, that's not long. That's not long. That's good. That's another thing to look forward to this autumn. Black Mirror is probably the only show I'm interested in these days. I mean, to be fair, it's a very good show to be interested in because there's so much variety. It's a good show. Really good show. Would you recommend Chewing Gum? I have not seen Chewing Gum, but it's been recommended to me and I've heard good reviews, so it's probably good. It's probably worth a look. And it's on my list of things to watch, which, as you may know, is quite long. But yeah, it's on my list of things to watch. I want to see it. I like Michaela Cole. I'm glad San Junipero won that award. Such a good episode. Have you tried Inside Number 9, Salmon? Because I find it quite similar to Black Mirror. Sort of tone and how all the episodes are, standalone. Chewing Gum is a bit weird. You have to like the humour. Oh, okay. One of those shows. I'll have to check it out at some point and see if I get along with it. Rumour has it that Jenna Coleman and Matt Smith are to return to Doctor Who this Christmas. Don't know if it's true, mind. I mean, that would be cool. I haven't heard that rumour. That would be interesting. I mean, it would be the time to do it, I guess. In Peter Capaldi's last episode. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm so happy. I was about to put in a spoiler, and I don't want to in case people aren't up to date. But I'm really happy. I'm looking forward to the Christmas special. But that would be interesting. I like Jenna Coleman. I've been loving Victoria, and I love Clara more so as the series progressed. I preferred Clara a lot with Peter Capaldi's Doctor to Matt Smith's Doctor. I'd be very happy to see her. I guess Maisie Williams would have to be. I don't know. Matt Smith's not my favourite Doctor, unfortunately, but something I'm really looking forward to it at Christmas. No, I haven't, but I will check it out. Thank you for recommending. Let me know what you think about it. I mean, like Black Mirror, some episodes will be more, you'll like some episodes more than others, but I think there's some really wonderful episodes in there. And they're only half an hour long, so I think it's worth a look. Yeah, let me know what you think. No dropped frames. I'm very happy with my new broadband. And I hope the picture quality has remained good. It looks like it has from my small preview screen thing. I guess I'm the only person here who doesn't watch Doctor Who. It's okay, I know many people that don't watch Doctor Who. Is that a BB-8 candle? I got it today. It's a light. You press it down and it lights up. It was £5. I saw it and it had to, it had to come home with me. I mean, it's BB-8 and it's a light. I own so many BB-8s now, it's getting a bit ridiculous. So many BB-8s. Not even Star Wars stuff, just BB-8s everywhere. Got one here. There's a BB-8. There are currently 4 BB-8s in shot. Oh, that light's wicked. I'm glad you like it. It had to be mine. It's good. I like how you just press it and it, it goes down. And it takes AAA batteries, so it's not even like complicated batteries. Just batteries that I have sitting around. I'm very happy with my purchase. Another reason for my good mood. I'm in a good mood because I got my Lara Croft boots for MCM and I got a BB-8 light. To think that 5 years ago BB-8 didn't exist. I know, I feel like BB-8 has been in my life forever, but no. Trying to see how many BB-8s I have in this room. I've got one behind the screen so you can't see it. And then I've got the Lego one just there. Might have a problem. Or I've got the little Lego one right here. Little Lego BB-8. Oh dear, I have a problem. Have you seen the new droid that's a bit like BB-8, but I think on the dark side? Because that looks cool. But I'm still all about BB-8. All about BB-8. Trying to see if there's any more. It wouldn't surprise me if there were more, but alas, I can only see about 5. Only 5 or 6. Oh, I've seen a cool BB-8 memory stick. Oh, I haven't seen one of them. That looks cool. That sounds good. I've seen a Rey memory stick with her on her speeder. But I like memory sticks. I have a mouse. I have a mouse memory stick. You take the head off and it's a memory stick. I got a BB-8 advent calendar last year. So did I. I got a BB-8 advent calendar last year. Had like an orange background. I can't remember where I got it. Might have been the same advent calendar. It's a really great design. BB-8's got a great design. I'm gonna go soon in about 5 minutes. But yeah, I am obsessed with BB-8. And it made sound effects. Was yours from M&S? Yes, that's the one. And it was a little expensive, but yeah, it lit up. It lit up and it had sound effects. I think, yeah, now I remember there were, yeah, it was in Marks and Spencer's. Yep. It was good. I need to start thinking about an advent calendar for this year. Yes, that's the one. Cool. That was a good advent calendar, but I think I'll probably get a cheaper one this year. But I had to get the expensive one last year because, as we have discussed, it was BB-8. I'm sure that at some stage I will stop being obsessed with BB-8, but now is not that time. Now is not that time. I'm assuming that The Last Jedi will not help. There's a cheese advent calendar and a variety pack advent calendar coming out this year. Ooh! I saw a, a Heroes advent calendar, miniature Heroes advent calendar today, and I know there's a Lego one, but that's expensive. I'll probably just stick with chocolate. You'd think cheese would be interesting. Whether they, will it, like, the smell increase as you get nearer to the 25th of December. Can't believe we're over midway through October. How are we talking about advent calendars? How has this happened? But yeah, thanks for joining me in the live stream, and thanks for the recommendations. The old recommendations are in here somewhere. Sorry, I never really answered your question of which ones I had watched. Totally off topic, but I almost forgot to mention I just finished season 2 of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It was good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm really glad you liked it. Series 3 started last week. The first episode's up on Netflix here. I don't know if you have it yet, but I enjoyed the first episode of Series 3, and I'm glad you liked Series 2. There were some great songs in that series. I've seen Greg Davis, Paul Zerdin, and Rob Brydon recently. All 3 were fab. Oh, cool. That's great. I've seen Greg Davis before, not doing stand-up, but in a recording of a radio show. And I've seen Paul Zerdin on YouTube. I've not seen Rob Brydon stand-up, apart from maybe in Live at the Apollo or something. I haven't seen stand-up comedy for a while. I can't remember the last thing I saw. And I used to see everybody in panel shows. I used to go to radio recordings of, radio panel shows, and I used to see loads of stand-up comedians. But now I don't go so much, and it's more difficult to get tickets anyway, so... So yeah, I'm going to try and do another live stream in a week or two. I'm thinking that because of now we've sorted the video quality, I might try and do a craft live stream or something. If anybody's interested in that, sort of like this, but with an activity happening as well. Now that you can see me, I thought that would be quite fun. But I might do another, I'll probably do another one like this as well. I'm not entirely sure when yet. But yeah, let me know if there's any sort of live stream topics you'd like me to talk about, or craft things you'd like to see in a live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go soon. I hope you have a great evening, and thanks for joining me in this live stream. It's been fun, and as always, I am very happy with the amount of recommendations we all have. Oh, 2 books before the end. Dawn French has released a diary with fun tasks in, and a colouring book with comedian faces in has been released. Oh, cool. I might have seen the Dawn French one today as well, with the Robert Webb book. But yeah, I'll check them out. I'm going to write them down quickly, because once I close the live stream, this will disappear. Colouring book with comedians' faces in. I do like a colouring book. Do like a colouring book. I want to find another good Dr. Dot. But I was looking today and they're all quite simple. I want a complicated one like my Star Wars one. Anyway. Yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good day. My next video will be on Friday, I think, so 2 days. And I'm hoping to have a geekery this weekend, but we will see, because with geekeries, sometimes I just don't have enough things to talk about and decide not to make one. But I'm hoping to have a geekery this weekend. That's the current plan. And I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing video-wise next week, because if I start panicking that I'm going to run out of cosplay stuff, run out of time to do cosplay stuff, I might get a bit quiet next week, but I might not. So, yeah. We'll see. I'll let you know on Friday, I imagine. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and it's been great to talk to you. And yeah, have a great evening. And, oh, I'm at the wrong place. I cannot stop the stream from YouTube itself. Harry Potter and History of Magic documentary is on BBC Two soon. That's good. I saw a advert for it just this evening, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And I'd recommend checking it out when it's on. I think it's on, yeah, really soon. Cool. So have a good evening, and I will speak to you soon. And it's been great to talk to you today. Oops. Okay. Cheers. Bye.